Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops at Great Millstone. Shalom, peace, mercy, and safety to the brothers on the highways and byways who are preaching the word, sincerity, and truth, and a healthy shalom to the elect. All right, back with another quick lesson through the Spirit, Lord willing. It is edifying. Wanted to get into a topic, things I've been seeing for a while, things that I've learned about from the apostles on down, about the 15-minute cities, you know, the going into the how this devil has the country cut off into different sections and into for their plan, their ultimate plan. And just wanted to go into it. I only have a couple of scriptures here, but I have some articles and I have some things that I just wanted to point out. Because we are watching this devil. We're watching him lay out his plan. Ultimately, we're watching him, lie to the people about the reasons why he's going to do particular things. But we know ultimately it's a real wicked agenda behind it. So if you see on the screen, it says 15-minute cities will go from pretty much the people saying, OMG, this is so convenient, right? Because they already have the people's minds like that already, right? With a lot of things, so for the sake of things being convenient, they're pushing this technology and they know the people are going to eat it up. The people are already eating it up. They're already, for the sake of convenience, they are just allowing everything to happen in a way where it's faster. They say the microwave generation, but that's really a real thing. But the majority of the world have been dumbed down by this convenience that this devil has allowed to permeate across the planet Earth. So the people pretty much allow it. So it's the first depiction here on top. It says, "Oh, OMG, so convenient, right? 15-minute cities. Oh, everything is right around. I can get everything in 15 minutes. The hospital, my food, wash my clothes, get right in 15 minutes. The surrounding areas, you can get all of that in 15 minutes. That's their plan. It's actually basically living on a grid, right? Because we're already on a damn grid anyway, but it's going to get to this level soon. They already have this, I think, in some countries already, maybe China, Japan, Korea, South Korea. So it says 15 minutes cities will go from OMG so convenient to you're not authorized to leave section 2C, right? Really fast, right? So, and that's going to happen with a lot of the convenient things that this devil is setting up, because he's setting up this convenience. And I mean, who don't like things that are convenient? I think, you'd be a damn liar to say you don't like things that are convenient and at your fingertips, but at what cost, right? And sometimes you just know, like, nah, this is doing way too much. Like, it's doing too much. I just seen a quick video of a dude going into it was like a skit, but it was so real. The dude was going into the store to buy some tea, and the leaps and bounds that he had to go through to get the tea, it was wild. He had to go in there, order the tea. The cashier asked him a couple of questions, and he was ready to pay. He pulled out his money. She said, "Nah, we don't accept cash." He pulled out the credit card. She was like, "It got to be a $10 minimum." And then, she was like, "Well, you got to download this app and do all of this shit." So So the technology is like, it's really just, it's doing too much, like I said. And it gets to a point where you just kind of want to go back to normal, right? But ain't nothing normal nowadays. But again, this whole living on a grid, AI technology, these 15-minute cities, all of this digital world that they're ushering in, which is really the fourth and fifth revolution, the fourth revolution. So, they're taking it there with the technology, and so again, the people will go from allowing things to happen and being happy about the convenience of things to, being locked down. And we know that this is what's coming, right? So let's go. I got a couple of articles pulled up here. I want to go into it. Lord willing, I'll be able to Salakia, bring some edify. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying with the scriptures that I'll bring out to back this up. So it says, this is from Innovation QNS, one of these weird sites, City Signal. I think Innovation QNS is the picture, but City Signal is the site. It says, what is a 15-minute city and how it's coming to New York City? Now, this article was in May 2023. It says, what is a 15-minute city and how it's coming to NYC? It says, the 15-minute city is a decentralized urban planning concept popping up all over the world, from Portland to Paris, with New York next in line. So we know that it's coming because we know they do have this already in other parts of the world. With so much actionable support, why is its developer receiving death threats? It says, what is a 15-minute city? What makes a city livable? For many, it comes down to choice. We want to be surrounded by options without having to stray too far to reach any of them. Making choices accessible is the goal, but getting there is harder than just building a new mega store. It says, developed in 2010, the 15-minute city has urban planners rethinking their technique. The basic premise is that all amenities should lie within a 15-minute walk or transit ride from home. This decentralized urban planning model ensures each local neighborhood meets the basic social functions for residents to live and thrive. So if you just, read this and you see what the 15-minute city is about, and you don't think, well, wait a minute, they're trying to trap us the hell off, then you bugged out, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. It says 15-minute cities around the world, influenced by European cities like Paris. This method of city planning maximizes convenience and quality of life while minimizing pollution and traffic, which is bullshit. See, that's the verbiage that they're going to use, right, to allow people to. So he says, nah, it's better for the earth, it's better for the air, it's better for the world, right? But that's all bullshit. They're going to lock you simple ass niggas down. And that's really what it's about, have total control. The model echoes back to 100 years ago when cities were established and expanded around a central area containing all needed amenities. In today's version, we have added the advantage of being digitally connected, right? So, again, living on the grid, everything being enclosed in, right? For the sake of, convenience, they're going to push all of these things. And a lot of you fucking idiots are going to be with it. And, it's good, but not knowing that, like the picture showed, it's going to start from you thinking it's a good thing to your ass can't leave here, like ever, right? So, the 15-minute cities, and we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Maybe I should grab that, Lord willing. But that's really the play. That's the play that they're running with the 15-minute cities. It's really all about total control, total world domination, putting your ass on a grid, facial recognition, and all of these things that the devil is coming with. as a part of the ultimate plan to put the micro CHIP, the RFID, NFC chip into your body to control you. All right. So that's just a quick, understanding and information on the 15-minute cities. Now, I wanted to get into the FEMA regions, the 10 FEMA regions, because it all ties in, right? It all ties in with total control, locking you down, and you being in subjection to whatever the hell they want you to be in subjection to, right? Which is their control, under their foot, right? So this is the FEMA website. It says the Federal Emergency Management Agency consists of 10 regions in the continental United States and territories. So these are the 10 FEMA regions where it makes it a lot easier for them to control, right? They got it cut off. They got a bunch of cities and different, you see 10 FEMA regions. So when you look at this, you can tell that, this would be easier to control. So I'll go down here a little bit. It says Region 1, states and territories, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts. You can read this stuff here. Region 2, New York City, New Jersey, Virgin Islands. If you see, where it's all connected, right? All right. You see North Carolina, South Carolina in Region 4, Georgia, right? Kentucky, Tennessee. You move over to the West Coast. You see Nevada, Cali, Arizona, right, in Region 9. So there you have it. The control that Esau is conjuring up, and he's already laying the foundation's already laid. And we know that these things will really hit, in Jacob's trouble, right? This is all a part of it. Them shutting you down, locking you down, people bugging the hell out, sedition among men. All of this stuff is going to come. But this is just something to pay attention to, because as we get closer to the 15-minute cities, what they're trying to do with their control, lockdowns are coming. We're sure of it. This is what we need to get ready for. All right. So let me get this. Let me get this first scripture. And let's see. I'll go to. I got a couple lined up. I think the first one I want to go to is 2nd Ezra's 15 and 17. Salakia. 2nd Ezra's 6:15 and 17. It says, I'll start with 16. Start with 16. 2nd Ezra's 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." So we actually witnessed this during the 2020 C-19 lockdowns, right? They had this happen for a minute. It was for a second. You couldn't go nowhere unless you were so-called essential. Thinking about Camp last week, the beloved brother, I think he went into how, this is the real essential work, the work of the Lord, just a sidebar. But you couldn't move during the lockdowns in 2020, 2021 because of the, just what they implemented. You had to be essential. You couldn't, you had to, they had the big long lines at the gas stations, at the supermarkets, right? You had to wait. You had to only get a couple of people in the stores at a time, right? So all of these types of, all of this separation that they're creating, they're actually going to roll this thing out in a real way, in a much more devious and real wicked way, right? Where people are going to be bugging the hell out. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and evading one another." So we're going to see this. We're going to see this when they roll out these 15-minute cities, when these FEMA regions, they already have it cut off. When they start locking it down, you can't go from one place to another. Jump down to 17, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right, so we witnessed it already, like I just mentioned, but on a bigger level, we're going to witness this. Right, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Well, the 15-minute cities, you're thinking that is going to be for your benefit, but your ass ain't going to be able to move. Right? So we see it again, for we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know that it's being rolled out to spare people from pollution. I mean, that's all bullshit, man. These devils are coming. They got concentration camps, quarantine camps set up. I actually was just looking at something on social media where the devil Hochul, the governor, she was going into something about the quarantine camps, and that decision has been overturned, but now it's up for appeal. So the city is appealing the decision, and they're trying to get that activated, which they eventually will, right? So one more time, 2 Ezra 15 and 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? So the scriptures are alive and well and true. So we're going to see that. All right, we're going to see that. I wanted to get into this next article really quick. The 44,600 pound floodgates installed on New York City tunnels to protect from superstorms. Bullshit, right? Bullshit. This is to lock your ass in and lock your ass out. Now I noticed these. I actually noticed this big door, because it's a door that can block off New York City. I noticed it a couple of years ago, and I've been talking to my brother and some of the brothers that I speak to about it. And we know through the Spirit, this is going to be used to close. If you look at this next slide here, massive 25-ton floodgates were installed in New York City. Right, it says the gates will seal flood-prone train and car tunnels. They're designed to stop surges up to 4 feet higher than those of Hurricane Sandy. Now, what do you think these doors are really for? Right? They're to close your ass in or close your ass out. Right? These images are really, really vivid. Let me see. I've actually never. This is them closing the door. Right? When I ride past this image, I always look at the bolts on the doors, and I always say to myself, yeah, they're going to close this shit soon, man. They're going to close it. Here it is closed. Right? Brothers may have never seen this before, but this is really this is prophetic, man. This is what they're doing. Right? You can shut off the whole city. Shut off a lot of the city. Right? With these doors. And we know that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly the plan. All right. Let's see. Because these doors weren't always there. I think they had something to shut it, but nothing this is a couple tons, it says here. Right. So these doors are to shut your ass in, right, or out. Let's get it one more time. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So they're gonna lock this thing down. And I'm only bringing out this one, this huge 5-ton door, a couple pound door, right? This thing is I'm sure they have barriers where they can shut other parts of the city down, other parts of the country down, to make sure that people can't get in and out. And that's their ultimate plan. All right. So we'll keep going. Only got 2 more quick scriptures, but just trying to piece this whole thing together, because we know that the devil is moving, and we know that he's gonna lock this thing down, right? With internment camps, quarantine camps, concentration camps, whatever you want to call them. We know his plan. All right. This is Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Right. So all of the unrighteous decrees, the 10-minute, the 15-minute cities, it's an unrighteous decree that they're masking by saying it's for the sake of convenience. But ultimately it's gonna be law where you can't move. You can't leave the 15-minute city. You can't leave it. Right? So woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees. Woe to who? Woe to the so-called white man, the devil, Esau, right? That decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. So, I mean, there's tons of unrighteous decrees that this devil has placed over the children of Israel. And so we know for the sake of this lesson, these 15-minute cities, these lockdowns, these FEMA regions, we know these are some of the current unrighteous decrees that this devil have prescribed, and they will be rolling out, right? And people will accept it in the beginning, but like the picture shows, you will ultimately be locked in or locked out. Okay, it's going to go to convenience, to your ass can't leave, right? All right, so that's that on that. I got one more scripture just to close out. All right. I'll get it here because we know the plans of this devil, and we know for certainty that, he's going to try to roll it out, but it ain't going to work, E. We know you got a short time for your plan to activate and to move because, soon as you think you're going to get somewhere, here comes our Redeemer, Yahushua. So this is Matthew 24. And let's go down to 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation. Such was as not, Salakia. Let me read it again. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. So what's coming, the great tribulation that's coming, the world has never seen it before. They are very masterfully and craft, if that's even a word, being very crafty about what they're doing, right? They're masterfully, just like a damn devil would, setting this thing up for full control. 15-minute cities, living on a grid, right? This great tribulation that's coming is going to be, it's going to be all bad. It's going to be all bad. I was watching the Apostle Ramlab's video earlier, and he was going into, how bad it's going to get, how bad it's going to get out here. It's going to get bad, man. When you look at these 15-minute cities, when you look at these barriers that shut down cities, close off cities, closing you in or out, when you look at the 10 FEMA regions and more unrighteous decrees and grievousness that this devil prescribed, man, people are going to lose their minds, man. People are going to lose it. You got the civil unrest coming. You have a lot of sedition among men, like I just read. It's going to be bad out here, man. Right? So Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. Right? So the tribulation that's coming, it's never been seen before. Right? So saying it's going to get bad is an understatement. It's going to get absolutely horrific, and nothing, no one, or there's never been a time like what's coming on the planet Earth, that we are going to witness, Lord willing, we are the elect and we get through it. But we do know that this is going to happen in our lifetime. And we say, hey, very, very, very soon, very, very soon. So that's really it. That's really all that I have. The 15-minute cities are coming. We know that. We know that these devils are planning to shut down the country, shut down the cities for the sake of convenience. You know, the pollution, the emissions is getting bad. It's all BS. It's all BS, man. And they're doing what they want to do, so they can lock you niggas down and kill a lot of you, right? So, hey, that's really all that I got. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom to the elect.